So, I'm about to do my meal prep for my soft diet. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cook this whole package of bacon. And what I liked best about this particular product was that it only takes 2 slices of bacon to get 8 grams of protein. And if you look at your bacon that you might have in the refrigerator right now, quite often it takes several more slices of bacon to get that much protein. So I don't know why this bacon has so much protein in it, but I'll take it. So I always bake my bacon in the oven. So 400 degrees, and I'm going to put this bacon in until it's done, probably about 15 or 20 minutes. So while my bacon is cooking in the oven, I'm going to start on my next thing. So I'm going to be making some chili this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it today or not, but I'm going to make my own chili seasoning. Now I haven't done this in a long time, so I don't have a recipe that I use all the time, so I've just been surfing the internet. I found, let's see, this recipe here. This site is called veganinthefreezer.com. So I am going to be using this recipe on their site in order to make my chili powder. And instead of you having to watch me measure all this out, I'll come back to you when it's all measured out. So when the bacon is close to being done, I like to flip it over. Oops, sorry. I'm not very good at doing this with one hand. I flipped over those first few slices. But like, look how beautiful this is. And it's better than in a skillet, because in a skillet it can curl up. Okay. And I think it's great to do the whole package at one time, and then every day you can just heat up a couple of slices in the microwave and it does stay crispy. So this is almost done. I'm going to put it back in the oven just for a few minutes. Okay, so I have my bacon draining here on these paper towels. Look how crispy and delicious this is. And so one serving is just 2 slices of bacon. So every morning I'm going to have 2 slices of bacon for 8 grams of protein. There's an extra slice here, so I'm going to be having that tonight as a snack. And then here is my chili seasoning mix that I have it all mixed up. And I think I forgot to say before, the reason that it's a good idea to make your own seasoning mix is that the mixes you buy in the store, if you take a look at the ingredients or even just take a look at the nutritional information, they have carbs in them because they add sugars to them and they add flour and other thickening agents and things like that. And so, you know, when I looked for recipes, I searched under paleo recipes because they tend to not put those additives in their recipe. And so, you know, this is a recipe that has none of the flour and sugar and stuff. But if you think that you might like that, you know, just do a generic search for chili seasoning mix and you'll find, you know, I still think that homemade is going to be better than what's in the store. So even if you do want those other things in there, I do think it is going to taste better you making it yourself than buying it in the store. So what's up next? Since my oven is still hot, I am also going to be baking some trout. Okay, so let's see if I can do this with one hand. Now, one of my very favorite fish is trout. And whenever I see whole trout, even if it wasn't on the menu, I have to buy it. And so that's what happened today. I was at Whole Foods. I wasn't planning on buying trout, but when I saw they had whole trout, I had to buy it. So there are several different ways that I cook whole trout. And actually, I forgot to put a little bit of olive oil. Whoa, that's way too much. See, that's what happens pouring with one hand. That's a lot of olive oil. So I was going to say a little bit of olive oil on both sides of the fish. I am making a mess here. Okay. So the reason I like whole fish is because, first of all, I like to bake it up in the foil. So I'm going to wrap this up like a little packet. And there are all types of things that you can put inside. So today I am going to put in some rosemary. These are just, my rosemary tree is sad, and so I don't have very much, so I'm just going to be using these few little sprigs from my tree. Lemon, I put it in these small slices because I don't like a lot of lemon flavor. And then some garlic. Now sometimes, just depending, I also might put some onions in there to stuff the fish with. And usually people put a lot, like a lot of onions and a lot of herbs and a lot of stuff, and then they fold the fish together. You also could put tomato slices in there. It's just, it's amazing all the different things that you can put in there. But I like my fish simple because I just really love the taste of the trout. So next I'm going to put salt and pepper all over the fish and inside the fish, and then I'm going to stuff the fish with that stuff, and then I'll get back with you in a second. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. I have my camera on a little tripod. I just took the fish out of the oven and I'm going to unwrap it. It was in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. I don't think you're going to be able to see this very well. Okay, I'm getting a fork. I'm going to open this up a little so you can see. Yeah, I can't do it without it flaking. Okay, I'm going to pick this up. Yeah, I can't do it very well without it flaking, but you can see the garlic and the rosemary and the lemon, and the fish is really flaky and delicious. This was a little less than a pound, so it probably should be about 3 servings for me. Wait, no, it'll be more than that. Whatever, I don't know how many servings it's going to be. But this fish, once it cools down, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator because this is for tomorrow. Most of the time when I'm doing my cooking, I'm really doing meal prepping because I'm not cooking to eat today, I'm cooking for tomorrow. Tonight I'm still going to be having some of my pureed things because I still have some left, and I will be having this trout tomorrow.